this is live in the studio. I'm not sure how well my Wi-Fi is going to hold up for this, but we'll give it a go. Seems opening the studio door works, so who knew? Obviously Wi-Fi and wood don't go well together. So what I'm going to do is work out how to twizzle the camera around and then pop you in the little holder thing. So if you just bear with me 2 seconds whilst I try and remember how I do it. Video and back camera. You should now see. Yay, lovely. So bear with me whilst I wiggle around a little bit just to get the camera in the right place. I think my phone holder camera thing got a bit warped when I did the plain tree of Ely painting because it doesn't grip very well at the minute. Okay, so here we go. So this is the reference photograph that I'm going to use, and it is very much a reference because I'm going to put my own spin on it. So I hope you can hear okay. So what I've done to start with is I've actually just sketched out a little bit of the owl already, and we're going to sketch the rest in a second. But first, I want to give you an idea of where we're actually going with this. So these are my finished pieces. So this is one I painted perhaps a couple of years ago, a classic barn owl on a fence with some poppies, and I've framed it in this lovely cardboard mount, and then it's backed with this is called grey board, so it's just recycled recovered board, and it makes for a really nice packaged piece of artwork. So that one is destined for the owl auction. I don't auction the owls, I'm auctioning art for the owls. And this is my favourite one of all time. I hope this one sells. I still love it. I've made cards from this image, and it's on my 2025 calendar, and yeah, it's just one of my favourite images, especially with the snowdrops there and some snowflakes coming down. It just makes me feel all warm and cozy, really, that one. So that's where we're going. That's the idea of where we're going to end up. And to make sure that I get the image right, the first thing that I've done, and I'll just show you again so that you can see, is I work out where the image is roughly centered, so it's going to look right when I come to mount it, and I'm just feeling for where the edges of the watercolour block are. So it's about there. So I'm just going to get a pencil. Which one's this one? The 3B. Just going to put a few guidelines, not hard at all, just really gentle pencil lines, just so that I can see with my eye where the mound board is going to be. So I know my image needs to be inside of those guidelines. I guess that's where the phrase guideline comes from, isn't it? Anyway, so I'll just pop this away. Excuse the rustling in the background. And now I'm going to finish sketching out the bird. So the pencil that I'm using is not that one. 2.5 HB is this one here, and it's just a normal, nothing fancy. It's just a nice light pencil. So I'm mapping out really where everything goes. So if I go quiet, it's because I'm concentrating. Please feel free to comment, and I'll have a look at comments at the end if anyone's got any questions. So roughly about there. We might have to change those. So I am just going to take out those. You're going to wiggle around a bit at the minute because I'm rubbing out. Not happy with the shape of those of the wing there. So I'm just trying to gauge roughly where the back, there's like a shape here, a curve that flows, so that it's about there, and that's where the back of the leg is. So just put that in. Well, actually, there's they're feathers, aren't they, that hang down here. And then we've got one leg there. They're very, very feathery feet. Never really studied just how feathery a snowy owl's feet are. Aren't they lovely? These beautiful talons. I love owls. It's why I've decided to do a series of paintings, 5 in total. I've decided to do 5 for an auction. I'm going to auction off the paintings. Well, hopefully people will buy them, and the money that I raise will go to the Owl Sanctuary in Horton, which is near Nosal in Staffordshire, and it's well, not a charity as such. It's an owl rescue sanctuary, and it's the only one that I know of in my locality, and I've been supporting them for a number of years. I've run a couple of auctions of owl artworks for a couple of years now. I think I missed last year and the year before, but I'm very keen to get back into making artwork to sell for them, just once a year for Christmas, because they rely on public donation support to fund what the owls need, for their care, and they don't get big handouts from great big donors, and they don't get any of that. It's all very local, and I like to support local, and I always support animal and environmental charities. I was at the Mind Body Spirit Fair exhibition, whatever you want to call it, in Birmingham, with my friend and collector Julie, and we must have looked like targets for all of the wildlife and animal charities, because every single one of them stopped to ask us if we would join or donate, or otherwise get involved in some way, and we both said, "Oh, I'd love to be able to help. I'd love to be able to help all of them." But there's only so much that you can sort of join up and do, which is why it came to me again that I thought, well, what can I do? What can I do to help? And I can give my time by creating pieces of artwork to be sold. Do you know, a pure white animal is really quite hard to draw. Less is definitely more when it comes to white. So there we go. That's enough drawing. I don't want there to be like loads and loads of drawing. I want to get to the paint, the juicy painty bit. So roll up the sleeves. I'm in business, and I'm going to be using watercolour. So this is my well-used crusty watercolour pot, and I'm going to start with the owl's eyes. So they're a beautiful ambery colour. I'll get my trusty blue roll at the ready for dabbing off excess water. So first of all, we add some water to the paper, and then I've taken out a little bit because I don't want it to there to be too much. Just going to add a wee drop of quinacridone gold. Quinacridone gold is the most amazing colour. It really is. Lovely. Such beautiful, piercing amber eyes. What must it be like to see an owl like this in the wild? I mean, to see one, in real life is amazing, but then to see one in the wild must just be astounding. So that's the detail that I'm going to do on the owl. I want to actually work on the outside. I'm just toying with the idea about whether I go in with the black. Yeah, let's do the black first. The reason I'm saying this is I want to get to the background because it's going to be the exciting bit that makes the owl pop out. But I need to lean, so I've got to do all the bits in the middle first that require me to lean. So the colour that I'm using now is Payne's Grey, and it's a very, very, very dark grey, almost a black. Hoping you're all still there, looking like the Wi-Fi is holding out. That's so weird. That really was weird, that just opening the studio door seems to work. I don't understand that. I thought Wi-Fi went through wood, but evidently not. So I'm checking that the eyes are that the paint of the eyes is definitely dry. lighter sort of grey browny colour that I'll be using for the shadows, just to give the wings some depth. To excuse the passers-by outside. You can see why people have proper recording studios, all insulated away from the outside world. That sounds like my husband is home. I'm just going to shut the door. Hopefully the Wi-Fi signal will remain. Looking like we're still on, so that's good. So now we're going to go in for the surround. So this is where things are going to get a bit different to what I normally would do. So it could all go horribly wrong, but I don't think it will. So I'm using an oval wash brush, and I'll tell you what I'm actually going to do as well. Hopefully you can still see if I just drop the easel down so that it's flat. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think go in a bit more. Sorry about the mobile phone shadow. I need to get some lights above here as well, really. So I'm just adding a nice wash, so plenty of water. Then this is where things could go a bit wild. I'm going to pick up some neat blue, and I'm just going to drop it in. Need a bit more. And then layer in some black. I am actually going to put the angle back on this. Just to get the paint to flow. Now this is where I have to watch because I want it to flow towards the owl, but I don't want it to flow over the owl. Remember my lines that I put? So I'm going over the lines because I want the frame to be over the top of the lines. I don't want there to be any visible white paper. I'm just cutting in with the colour to frame the owl. And just wherever there's some hard lines, going back in with that beautiful paint. I love this watercolour paper because it's so thick. It's such a heavyweight paper. It's gorgeous colours and they blend so nicely. The best thing about this paper as well is because it's so thick, if you get a hard line there, you can easily pick it back out again, and it doesn't make the paper cockle too much. That's a wavy thing that cheap watercolor paper can do. It just all bunches up, and it doesn't give you a very nice professional finish, whereas I find that this one really does. For example, here there's a hard line there that's dried, so I'm just going to go back over that. And I'm not too worried if we get these sort of watercolory wispy effects. I'm not worried about that, because I'm looking for a slightly different effect. Just going to add some dashes of gold in. I just want the paint to like do its thing a bit, really, be quite loose and free. And I might go over some of this again and make it like really, really dark. I might even go to acrylic and paint it really dark so I can then embellish with some gold. So I think that would look really nice. So that's the first layer done.
Normally, to get the layers to dry, we have to go in with a hairdryer. So I'm not going to do that because that will be very noisy on air. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Hopefully you can now see me. Hello. So I hope you enjoyed that first foray into painting Hedwig the Snowy Owl. When it's dry and finished, I'll put it up so you can see the finished version. And if you enjoyed that, then please do tune in again and watch the next one. I'll be painting a barn owl next. So looking forward to that one. Hopefully tomorrow. Nice to see you all. Bye bye.